trailers for sale or rent. Run to let 50 cents. No phone, no food, no pen. I ain't got no cigarettes, but 2 hours of pushing the broom by the 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the road, king of the road.
Hey, what's up you guys? I've been really trying to get out of a funk, to be honest with you guys. I just have been a little sad. Just maybe about what the future holds and the fact that my kid's not here and all sorts of stuff. I feel like sometimes I have to make an adventure a big grand gesture that's crazy and I don't know. I feel like an outing has to feel a certain type of way. You are not coming with, sir. Old man. No bueno. Sorry. I'm just gonna go on a walk. There's a place 5 minutes from here. It's a nice little lake. And Merle and I are gonna go on a walk and he's probably gonna go swimming. And it's just gonna be a short little walk. But it's gonna make me feel better. Because I need to be outside. So. Moo. Moo moo go. Throw hand up. Moo. Oh wow, the water's really low. Dang. It's my boy. One time, Merle swam all the way around this dock and he couldn't get back on land over there. So he had to swim all the way back around the dock and I've never seen him swim for that long. Look at my little water buffalo. This graffiti was not here the last time I was here. And it's kind of a bummer because this spot was really cool. It's not in the middle of the woods and you can hear airplanes go over us and cars drive by, but I think this area honestly is pretty cool. And it does make me feel like I'm in the woods without having to drive to them, which is the biggest unfortunate part about Washington. We have a lot of beautiful woods, but you have to drive in traffic in order to get to them. I got a call from a doctor. Well, not the doctor, the doctor's office, and apparently they're able to schedule me for a CT today and a MRI tomorrow, so that's good. I'm supposedly supposed to take off at the end of the month, and I'm glad I'm getting these things taken care of before I have to go. Okay, so it's a few days later. My mom is gonna go change her last name to her new husband's last name. We love him. He's great. He's amazing. So that's exciting. But in order to do that, you gotta go to Seattle, which is neither one of our favorite places.
But we're gonna make it fun.
Yeah, we're gonna, what?
Oh, it's closed.
Mom's like, hey, this gas
Apparently, it didn't work out because it is not facing the street, which I think is really odd.
She was
but
like,
anyway.
I was like, I'd like something to drink, and she took me there, and it's obviously not open. But a second ago, we were laughing about tell them what we were talking about. So for my birthday, we had a office-themed party, and I dressed up as Sexy Dwight. I don't know if you've seen The Office, but if you do, you'll understand. And she dressed up as Meredith.
With the short dress, Meredith.
Yeah.
With the purple dress.
I'll try to insert a picture of it here.
It is
Her husband just found that picture and it's just a hoot and a half.
It's
It was so funny.
I've traveled all around this country. In my time I thought I'd seen it all. But the day I took a detour down into laid back road.
So we just parked and I think we're gonna get some food.
There were old men on benches playing checkers. Children played hopscotch on the square.
What do you think he's doing, Mom?
And high above the statue of that.
What do we think about doing?
Windsor, Washington.
Oh, Hillary was waving in the air.
10 out of 10.
I realized what I
walking back to the car, we lost the car. So now we're trying to find the car. Update, we found it. There goes my phone. But only because I looked on my YouTube video and saw that it was next to Post Alley Storage.
Ticket! I didn't get a ticket.
No ticket, but if you wonder where I get my isms from, it's from my mom. Now that that adventure of a day is done, we are going to go over and deal with the camper situation. Now, it's been sitting for a minute and definitely needs some work. I tried to recalk it because it was leaking and it's just been sitting at my aunt's house. So we're going to go deal with that. And I basically didn't even unpack. Like all the stuff that I brought on my other road trip, I'm gonna need on this road trip probably. So I kind of just kept everything in the car, honestly, because I have this roof rack that my dad bought for me when I was coming home from Florida after one of my leg surgeries. I still haven't done a video on my leg. I will do one at some point. That's gonna be like a passion project because I don't know if it's gonna be that entertaining to most people. I don't know. However, today we're gonna head over to my aunt's house and figure out what I need to do with my camper. Merle, come on. Okay, you can go play with them. Sometimes you don't like them, so I was just making sure you were chill with it, Merle. Okay, so go check the camper out. Oh, there she is. The old traveling rig. It's exciting to be back on my fun times. I'm excited. It'll be good. She's a little haggard, not gonna lie. However, oh. Why is it locked? Why is it locked? Okay, crisis averted. My uncle locked it. Apparently he had the key. Don't remember giving him the key, but he has the key. Look at the dogs. Part of me is looking at this camper and thinking, can't believe I lived in here for however many months I did. It's pretty crazy. It's very small. I'm also remembering all the great memories I had in here, and the bad ones. I think being away from it, I was like, I'm gonna sell it. Now sitting in here, I don't know if I can. Granted, I don't know what it smells like in here because of my traumatic brain injury that I had. Can't smell anything currently. So it could smell like absolute trash, and I did not clean the fridge out, and it got pretty gross. Just ADHD things. But I kind of miss it. I miss being in here. I miss all the adventures and the memories. I've made a terrible mistake, assuming that our weather is cold now. So I had to borrow a tank top from my aunt. Although I'm still rocking the jeans. Still got the miss-me's going on. That's still happening. But we're gonna get to throwing stuff away and cleaning now. So I just found these while I'm cleaning my camper. They're puzzle ornaments, and this one is a mosquito. How funny is that? And this one, I think it's like a rail car, like a gondola. I'm not 100% sure, but they're little wooden puzzles and they're kind of fun, so maybe I'll put one together sometime. I think I bought them as Christmas gifts, but I kind of want to put them together on my own now. YouTube instructions, come on. I don't need instructions. My mom hates that. I never read instructions when I'm putting things together because I like the fun of figuring it out. How does this go together? What is this? Whatever. And her response was like, well, but then what if you put it together wrong and you have to pull it apart? Well, then I learned a valuable lesson. And that goes back to me learning things the hard way. Exhibit A, my accident. Should have worn a helmet. Also, quick update about my collarbone. I seem to be doing okay. 2 days ago, I had really bad nerve pain, and I had to take some pain meds, which is fine. I have some left over and whatnot, but I take some pain meds and had to ice it a lot. I'm really trying not to do anything super duper crazy because I don't want it to get hurt. I want to be able to go to work and start making money again and all that. Also, if you donate to my GoFundMe, I really appreciate it. That is crazy that that many people care enough to help me like that. I appreciate it. Also, a lot of my friends out of state were so supportive and so nice and asked how I was doing. I just, I'm so flattered. Thank you guys so much. I'm not gonna lie, I decided that I was gonna start doing content creation seriously about a month ago after I got in my motorcycle wreck. And it is very humbling because you put your heart and soul into something and you get excited about it and you're like, this is gonna be the video. This is gonna be the video. And then you get hit with reality that this isn't gonna be the video. The next video's not gonna be the video. The next video is probably not gonna be the video. And it's quite sad. It's quite sad. I'm really trying because I've accomplished a lot of things that I never thought I would. So I firmly believe that I could probably accomplish that. No, I can accomplish this. I need to keep being positive. I need to keep manifesting that. Manifesting it. I need to keep manifesting it. Because if I keep manifesting it, then you talk it into existence. I don't know if you guys know, but I wanted to go to Alaska my whole childhood. From about 12 years old on, maybe 10, I don't know, whenever all the Alaska shows started becoming popular. And I just basically talked about it and talked about it and talked about it. People were probably tired of hearing me talk about it. All I talked about was I'm going to Alaska. And I did that for honestly a year, maybe. And you know what? Stars aligned and I finally got to go. And granted, it was a little bit different than I expected, but I would have never gotten my kid if I hadn't have done that. Now, the reason I was considering maybe getting rid of the old Road Ranger is because these corners, and I'll show you guys. This spot here was a little leaky, and this side as well. However, I'm not sure if that's grounds for getting rid of it, potentially, because it is so cute in here still, and I still love it. Would I want to live in it again? Probably not. But I think it would be nice for some kind of structure on the property I'm potentially building at some point. I know that most things in here work, so that's a positive. Although my plan is probably to completely restructure the inside here. The fridge, it's okay. It does work, but obviously I love food in it. So I was thinking about maybe getting one of those ones that is a little cooler, and the heater does not work at all. So I was gonna put a diesel heater in it, but it might be a nice little workshop or greenhouse or I don't know, something. Now I know what you're thinking. Why the heck would you want to restore or keep something that's literally not even, I couldn't even get money for this on Marketplace? Well, the reason is it was my grandpa's, and his plan before he died was he's gonna get better and he's gonna go travel the country in it. And granted, I've already done that. I've already traveled the country in it. This thing has been to Florida, this thing has been to Alaska, South Dakota, North Dakota, Montana. It's been a lot of places, okay? But I just don't feel right getting rid of it. I just don't, it does, now that I'm in it, it just doesn't feel right. So I've essentially been doing research on how to re-side a camper, and I don't know if there's one way. I feel like every video that I watch is different. You guys remember when this fell off? That's in a YouTube video too. And if you think I'm crazy, I might be. But I just have too much sentimental attachment to it at this point. You know what I mean? There's just too much there. This is the first trailer that I ever hauled in my life. I went to pick this thing up in North Dakota where my grandpa passed away a few years ago. And it has so many memories. And honestly, it could probably bring me joy again, you know? And I don't have any experience doing anything with woodworking. Definitely needs the metal all ripped off and all the plywood replaced. We tried to do a janky job before I went to Alaska. Clearly it didn't work. Just got worse and worse, and then I jackknifed it and dented the whole front. So that all needs to be replaced. But honestly, I think that's the only spot that we're really leaking. Long story short, I don't think I'm ready to let it go yet. I still love it. Also, look what I just found. My pregnancy test from when I found out I was pregnant with Farin. That's wild. Feels a little weird looking at it now. Also, if you're curious what my family thinks of me, bad decisions make good stories. I got that hat about 3 years ago, and that still stands true. Ugh. I am uncertain I've ever actually cleaned under this thing. And also, it's rusting, so might need to take care of that at some point. Weird random side note, I stopped biting my nails while I was pregnant, and I never realized how useful they are. You can scrape things, you could pick a booger, you know what I mean? 5% of you can probably relate to that, but that's pretty much probably it. And just like that, with the help of my ADHD medication and this Shark vacuum, it's clean. Mostly. The fridge, I did not get to. And the bathroom, also not clean. But it's mostly clean. I'll give you guys the tour. This has all been vacuumed under and scrubbed. If anyone knows how to get... see, I cleaned it and somehow more dirt got on it. If anyone knows how to get these rust spots off of stainless steel, then let me know. Because some of them would come off with a rag and some of them wouldn't. This has all been vacuumed and wiped down. These I vacuumed, wiped down, vacuumed under. And there's still a few things left over there. But overall, I am pretty happy with what I got done today, so I think I'm gonna call it a night. We are now on day 2 of cleaning my camper, and I'm supposed to leave on Monday, and I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Guys, buy me a tripod. You're sitting on top of a paper towel roll right now. Anyways, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I'm not sure. I'm supposed to be there on the 1st. Today is... I don't know what today is. I'll figure that out. Sorry, how about this? I'm supposed to be there on Wednesday, and today is the Friday before. So, I'm kinda a little close. But, you know what? They always say an ADHD person works great under chaos. So here we go, day 2 of cleaning the camper. / also packing. Definitely gotten my use out of this thing. Got it when I was 21. I don't even know how many road trips I've taken it on at this point. However, it is missing a few buckles, so not to say that it's held up perfectly, but it still keeps everything dry. I've been trying to make sure that I do everything with this arm, not this arm. But that being said, my collarbone is actually healing up quite nicely. Need to remind myself again. And frankly, that's not very heavy. Although I will say I'm a little less coordinated with my left hand. Another thing I need to fix, the latch on this needs to be readjusted. Clearly. Actually, on further examination, it's toast. It needs to be replaced. I'm just gonna use this little hook ring and a piece of yarn to keep the door closed. There. That'll work for now. We'll get a bungee cord for that later. And, whoa, almost fell there. And while I'm not using this fridge probably anytime soon and or ever, I would like it to not be this disgusting while it's in my presence. So I'm gonna clean that, but I'm gonna spare you guys the details because it's pretty gnarly. Alright, well, wish me some luck. At least I can't smell. Sadly, as you could guess, if you know me in person, this is not the first time this has happened to this fridge. However, it is the first time that it's happened to this level. But I guess it depends on how you classify that level, because this time it was mold, last time it was gnats, which was pretty gross. Honestly, I think I'd prefer mold. Ah, there. Not quite as bad. Won't make you vomit your lunch or anything now. Before I hear all the comments, why didn't you take care of your grandpa's camper? I claim pregnancy. Second of all, not blaming him at all, but I flew out during the summer when I was in Alaska to go to my dad's wedding, and I left it at my friend's house. I was like, hey, can you make sure to plug it in or empty out the fridge? He just didn't. Some of the stuff I was like, oh, I could just eat it when I get back, because I was only gone for 10 days. But by the time I was back, I was even more pregnant, and I just didn't feel like dealing with it. I felt like getting home. So that's what I did. I went home. This thing keeps falling off. Granted, it's for dishes and not for scrubbing dirty, moldy fridges, but still, I also think I got it at the dollar store. So that probably doesn't also equate to quality material. I know some people probably wouldn't record something like this because they want their life to look perfect and amazing, and living in a camper is so much fun. But I've been really trying to share relatable content and be really real with you guys lately. Doing so, am I completely screwing myself out of any kind of relationship anytime soon? Well, maybe. But relationships don't pay the bills, so. I guess unless you're married and your husband pays all your bills. But that's not really the kind of relationship I'm looking for anyways, so. Actually, at second thought, I think I'm gonna use this for storage. This camper's only about 18 feet long and there's not a whole lot of storage in here. But on the bright side, the fridge is almost clean. I just thought of going out and washing your car is almost the adult equivalent to going in the sprinkler on Although, as an adult, I would definitely still go in a sprinkler if the opportunity was given to me. However, this feels pretty good too. A smart person would go buy a better scrub brush. Or a person with super glue might glue it together. Not me though. Collarbone's getting a little tired. Getting to use the left arm. And as you can see, I'm putting everything on top of my car hood. Which will be for sale soon. So if you would like to buy my retired adventure rig, go check it out. It'll be on my Facebook. Alright, minus a grotesque backstory and a few other details nobody needs to know about. It almost looks as good as it did when it came off the showroom floor back in 1982. Now it's time to fill it with things that are non-perishable this time. Next on the agenda, I will be taking the old screws out of this. Dang, that's really in there. It moved a little bit though, I think. I'm not sure what's going on, but the head on this one, oh, it looks like it almost was stripped out or something. And I can't get my bit in it, so. Oh, well that's not working at all. 4 screws is enough, I think, to hold it up. And they're pretty long screws, so. These are actually screwed down too, because they kept falling, and that's why this broke off, because it kept sliding forward on the Alaskan Highway. One down, 3 to go. Can you tell that I haven't worked with wood much? Not gonna lie. Not my biggest strength. Granted, I did also have a motorcycle accident a little over a month ago. Good enough for the guys I date. I'm really on this journey currently to become a more organized person. Not only for me and my sanity, but also for my daughter. I just don't want her to be as much of a mess as I am and was, and probably will continue to be for a while. However, there's 2 of us, me and her dad, so, well, he's not organized either. I have 4 or 5 different salt and pepper shakers in this dang camper and miscellaneous different places. Oh. Nope. Why did this thing get so messed up? I don't know. Sheesh. This thing is cattywampus. It's just sagging really bad. And I don't know if there's anything I could do to fix it at the current moment, to be honest. I don't know what this came from. Well, oh, the tire did blow out right here. So I bet you it just destroyed it when I kind of just want to take the whole shelf out. Where's another piece? Finding pieces to the puzzle here. Oh, that is how it once was. Back in 1983 or 2, I don't know what I decided. Either way, it needs to be vacuumed. Also, this Lysol's probably from the 80s. That can go in the trash. I want to know what's in here. Oh, Cool Rocks. That seems like something I would do. Yep, Cool Rocks. No idea where they're from, but allegedly at one point they were cool to me. Alright, I'm gonna go get the vacuum. Well, it'll be a little hard to take it out because there's 2 pipes going through it. I could cut it, but that would require tools I don't have. Unless you count a folding rip saw, which I'm not really sure that would solve the problem. I have power tools, I guess. Because I can just take this piece off and put it back together. Not used to having power tools. So fancy. Where's my hammer? Now, where's my hammer at? If I would have finished one project before starting another, I would probably know. But not where it was before. Here. I think part of the reason why I don't get organized is because paying money for things to stay organized isn't that much of a dopamine rush, and I have ADHD. The dopamine rush comes when you stay organized. But oh, found my hammer. I just never get to that point, though. I just never buy the thing that keeps you organized, so then you're happier, you know what I mean? And like I said, it's an 18-foot camper, and it's a little hard to stay organized in here. I don't know why I was looking for my hammer. What I needed was some pliers, which I found, so that's good. Oh. Ow. Maybe I do need the hammer. Try the hammer. Oh, that staple just broke. That was a little one though. Where's my cup? There's my cup. Alright. I'd really like to get more handy with constructions, like wood stuff, because I don't have any experience with that kind of stuff. So maybe my next camper, or maybe this will be my practice run with this camper, you know what I mean? Maybe that's what it'll be. I vacuumed this not yesterday, I wasn't here yesterday. I vacuumed this the day before, and, oh, there we go. And now it's gotta be vacuumed again. It's almost out. There we go. One side. Trying to be more organized. Putting this in the cup, not on the floor. Alright. Now what? So I think I'm just going to go into this one here. It'd be a little hard to try and screw something in the back corner here, so I might try, but there's a lot of things going on. I think there are propane lines back here. So, gosh, that one's not even on there that tight. That's not screwed on either. I got a screw that could fit there, actually. Short screws. God, I keep losing these dang screws, man. They are exactly where I left them. How about that? My brain for you guys. If you ever wanted to be inside of Rowdy's brain, that's what it's like. Screws are a little bit shorter, 1.25 inches. So there's a piece of wood I can go through. Let's not go through that. That's the rolly thing for the drawer. Make sure we don't go through there. A little bit of a spot going. Oh, mess up my bed. There we go. What's going on here? Oh, it's a Torx bit. I'm dumb. Is there a bit? I'm gonna go check on my drill, actually. Well, unless I want to put that random screw I found. Oh, you know what? I do have screws that I pulled out of other things. This screw, I guess, will go in here because why not? Like a glove. Oh, what? Was this on this? Screwed onto something. I wonder if it was a shelf in here? I don't know. I may never know. I don't know. Shelf. Here? No? Here? Maybe? No. I don't know. So now... Oh, you know what? I could glue it back together. In the cup. Oh, you know what? Actually, I have those screws that I use that I pulled off that thing. So that works perfectly. I'll just use those to put that back on. Although I could just glue it all together like that. Just glue the piece on after I'm done putting the rest of the pieces in. We'll just do that. Where's our little chunk? No? It's right here. Doesn't need to work forever, just for now. That's too far over. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this, but I'm gonna try. Here, this thing's heavy. It's old. It's very heavy. I'm gonna go halfway through first. I might have to do this with the screwdriver. What if I put it at an angle? Problem solving is my forte. I really like to think of the most efficient way of doing things. And most people don't like that though. Maybe it'll be good. I don't know. I hope so. Oh, and my pants are stuck on. It's not perfect. Oh, it's not in. This is really hard. It's in, but barely. I think I've stripped it out at this point. That freaking sucks, but honestly, it's good enough. It's not gonna go anywhere. It's good enough. It is what it is at this point. And somehow I'm gonna stick this thingy back on, glue it. Where'd I put the glue? Alright, it may be held together with electrical tape and E6000 glue, but this is the best this shelf's looked since I even owned the camper. The tire actually blew out when my grandpa owned it. And then 2 more after I went and picked it up.
I think he's mad that I left him home all day. Yeah? What? You've been fed. The jig is up. I heard you already got fed and you already got let out by me and Sydney. Yeah, that's what I thought. You done? Apparently not.